You're here to slay her.
Shut up. I'm trying to do my intro. I'm trying to do my intro. Please let me do my intro. Thank you. Hello. Okay, anyways. Hello everybody. My name is Sovuko. Today, I'm back playing Slaying the Princess. Yeah. Anyways, let's continue. Let's complete another onion. Yeah. Anyways, let me decide which path to go. Or guess. Can't someone else do this?
Unfortunately, you're the only one who can pull this off. I don't make the rules. I wish I did, but I don't.
Okay, I guess I gotta do it. Of course. Forget it, I'm not doing this.
Are you serious? No, you have to do it.
I'm not doing this. Dude, I get some sort of reward.
You have to slay her before you get it.
Okay, so at least I get a reward. Can you tell me what my prize is going to be for doing a good job?
It's a secret, but I think you'll like
secret.
it. It's a special reward, just for you.
Just for me?
Whatever you think it might be.
Oh my god.
I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
Hope it's no, I don't know what. Fine, I go to the cabin.
As long as you remain focused on your goal, it should all be smooth sailing.
Yeah, wherever. I still want my prize. I still want my prize. Okay, proceed into the cabin again. Oh my god, I almost dropped my water. That would be good. I'm gonna take the blade. I'm gonna take the blade again.
You take the blade from the table.
Into the basement. I'm just checking on you wow. I'm just checking in on you.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
Yeah, of course. I'm just checking on you. Wink, wink.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
No, never. No.
Then drop the knife.
Damn.
We should. It'll go a long way to building trust with her. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
There we go. That's much better. Drop it tight. I'm gonna drop it this time.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Yeah.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Relationship, you say? Okay, we're talking now. A relationship? Are you coming on to me?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
Do you know why I'm here to kill you?
Do you?
You're apparently going to end the world.
Don't just tell her that.
Well, I'm being honest.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
No, and if I'm being honest, I'm more inclined to trust you than I'm inclined to trust them.
Sooner or later, you'll understand that I have your best interests at heart.
No
Hopefully
narrator.
sooner.
No narrator. I'm tired with your nonsense, narrator.
How sweet. Now be a pal and help me get out of here, would you? We could figure out how to deal with them after I'm free.
Actually, I've changed my mind. I trust you. I'm gonna examine the chains. I see what I do.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key.
I don't
Maybe
have
it's
the
somewhere
key.
upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
I'm gonna check upstairs. Maybe the key is still around somewhere up there. And if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free.
I'll be here.
Should we
You
be
attempt
there?
to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding
Wow,
into
how
place.
convenient. That's very convenient. Very convenient.
Is someone else here?
Try the
You
door.
try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
What?
You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Why not just kick the door? Hey, let me out.
Your shouts and
Here.
pleas are met with silence.
No,
I'll
how
repeat
dare
myself
you?
once again. You're here
No.
to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Okay, I guess I gotta return to the
You
bottom
make
of
your
the
way back to
stairs.
the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yeah, I guess,
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
okay.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Slay the princess or save the princess? I'm gonna save princess.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound.
Yeah, she took her
Free
like a
from her
champ.
bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Yeah, let's just get out of here. Approach the locked door. Yeah.
No,
Just-
we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the
You?
world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair,
Hold up.
your body
No,
steps
I didn't
forward
do
and
that.
raises the
I'm not doing this.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
Yeah, you can't just do that.
Watch me.
I'm gonna warn her.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive.
Resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
Are you gonna kill me?
And then she slits your
Oh.
throat with an
Yeah,
almost clinical
she just straight up killed me.
Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
I mean, I got right, literally prisoner. The prisoner. Chapter 2. The prisoner. Oh, you bastard! You're in it for you now. I'm wise to your tricks.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about?
Yeah, I know
Just
about your
met for the first
tricks,
time.
waiter.
Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. I wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth. There's got to be a way out of here, for us and for the princess. We just have to keep trying. I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Maybe I'm gonna still blame him.
You know I can hear you,
Oh, no.
right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
How does he know? How does he know?
And as far as trying to help her goes, need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is to the world at large? I told you about the stakes of this situation less than a minute ago.
Proceed to the cabin.
Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to.
Wink.
Did you just say wink out loud?
Wink.
No, I didn't. Wink.
Oh, he kind of sounds
Just
like me.
ignore
Hold
this
on.
clown and focus on the
Wink.
princess.
Does he sound similar to me? I don't know. It's me. I'm the voice actor. Just kidding. No, they wouldn't hire me.
The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison. The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
He definitely did not. Does a mirror not count as furniture of note to you? Because it should. There isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. I think you know what we have to do.
I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am. Okay, why would he lie about that? What's the way?
Let's not get caught up in vanity, but we should definitely take a closer look.
I want to see how handsome I am.
He must not want us to know about it.
He must not know without me. Yeah.
Is this some sort of rehearsed bit? Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would it even do?
I'm gonna push the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
No, it isn't a wall.
This really isn't funny.
Yeah, you're not fun. Wipe the mirror.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago. And now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. Maybe it'll be back.
Maybe. Who knows? Anyways, I'm gonna take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Yep, of course.
Good idea. Much better to be armed than to go in with blind hope alone.
Into the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Oh, of course.
Does she remember us?
Oh,
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
4
She
chains?
looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap. Should we be worried about the one around her neck?
Yeah, the neck.
Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Yeah, let's try again. I'm not sure I need much anything. Do you see how locked up she is? I'm just gonna leave her here. I'm gonna sit with her.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
Sit where you are. I'm gonna
You do as
sit
she
where I'm at.
asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
I've been here before. Am I the only one who remembers that?
Oh, are we acknowledging that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But yeah, I remember.
She remembers.
First you make a comment about having been here before, and now this. As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things. It's complicated things how, exactly? Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion. The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency. A contingency for what? For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck. If you knew this could happen, why didn't you tell us? All of this is incredibly valuable information. It would have changed our actions considerably. I needed you to be in the dark for as long as I could keep you there. It's important. Necessary, even. And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative. That's pathetic. I never said I wasn't. I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that. Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky, so don't waste that luck by messing it up again. Alright? Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark? The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that. I won't. Just give it a rest, this isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
Oh yeah, I should be daydreaming. I should listen to voices in my head. What happened after I died last time?
Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them. And now you're back.
Is that really all she knows? It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how.
You were asking about my intentions earlier. What do you mean by that?
Yes, your intentions. You have a knife. What are you going to do with it? Why are you here? There isn't a keyhole in these shackles, and I don't see any keys in your hands either. So I'm afraid my only way out is another surgical removal.
Not again.
Is she forgetting about the shackle on her neck?
Oh yeah.
Or does she think she'd survive a beheading? You're right. Maybe she's delusional. All the more reason not to trust her. Unless she really could survive.
Though I suppose you could just be here to kill me. But I don't think that's in either of our best interests.
How am I supposed to cut you out if you don't notice your head is in shackles too?
No. Like I trust you to come any closer with that knife. All you're going to do is hand it to me and watch me work.
But she would have to cut her head off, right? She can't be suggesting that. She certainly seems confident. Maybe she knows something we don't. Or maybe you should consider the most likely scenario. She's bluffing so she can disarm you. Though if she isn't bluffing, whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee that what's good for her is good for us. So, what should we do? I don't know. I'm just spelling out our options, listing the pros and cons. Then let me help you. I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to escape and end the entire world. And she might use it to kill you. That doesn't sound great. What about the pros?
What about the pros? Yeah.
There are none.
There are some worries.
The pros are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her. And whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways.
The other chain on the wall, who is it for?
I don't know, but you could always try it on.
No thanks. I'm not taking it.
Maybe it'll fit.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains.
What if it?
We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
What if I do? Ooh, I'm thinking about it. Ooh, I'm gonna respect the chains.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. And why is that? Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle and it's one without a key. Do you want to be stuck here like she is? And what? Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it? I don't know. Maybe it will. He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need to investigate. But what if he's telling the truth? He isn't. I am.
Inspect the shackle.
Against your better judgment, you approach the chain dangling from the far wall. The princess watches you with faux disinterest as you inspect it, though she can't fully hide her curiosity. I don't want to say what I'm supposed to say next. What is that supposed to mean? It sounds bad. Is it bad? Yes, it's bad. Come out and say it then. You're just wasting time.
I got my hand locked up in this shackle.
Fine. As you hoist the shackle, its heft shifts within your grasp, as if pulled by some odd magnetism. Before you can so much as blink, it practically leaps from your hands, snapping around your neck. And, as if your situation weren't bad enough, the same magnetism repels your blade, which is flung from your hand and sent skittering across the floor of the basement. Excuse me? Yes? Are we stuck here now? Yes.
We're stuck.
Huh, so it does fit. And I guess it doesn't like your knife. We're stuck here together, aren't we? That's funny.
What are we supposed to do now?
I guess I don't know.
Can't even cut ourselves out. Guess we'll starve. That's horrible. It's not all bad. We learned a valuable piece of information. Not to touch things we're specifically told not to touch? No, that there's something special about this loose chain. It's clearly important.
Do you know that this was going to happen to me?
No.
Oh, so we're both stuck here.
Yep.
So what should we do?
Wait, I guess. Maybe something else will happen. Maybe not.
Not one for a small talk, are you?
Nope.
Okay.
That's rude.
Wait, silence, I guess.
You and the princess wait in silence, though neither of you knows what you're waiting for. But you're waiting for something. You're waiting for anything.
What if there's another version of me that came in here?
This is so boring.
And rescued me and her.
There must be something we can do to get out of here.
That would go
crazy.
There must be
something we're missing. But there isn't. Time passes. It passes and passes and passes. And the basement of the cabin remains much the same. It is cold and silent. At least the world is safe. It isn't. You're stuck. Too far away from both the princess and your blade to do much of anything. But she's not ending anything.
Yeah,
she's just sitting
we're
there.
both sitting here doing nothing, so...
Her very existence is a threat. It harms everything around it. How exactly does that work? It just does. But your line of questioning is interrupted by the passage of even more time. And after that, even more time passes again.
Alright, narrator.
And let me guess, the cabin remains the same. If time is passing, the cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they have to exist. That's just how things work.
Space and time. Ooh. Oh, I guess darker.
I suppose you're correct. Things are changing. The differences are small at first, a bit of weathering here, a bit of erosion there, but then they get larger and larger.
Hey, have you noticed the basement changing?
I don't like small talk, remember?
Still rude.
Changing way in silence. No.
You continue to wait in silence, and the cabin continues to change. The decay comes faster now. You can see earth through holes in the stonework, can watch lichen spread along the seams of the walls. That doesn't make sense. Has our entire concept of time changed? What happens to starving? We should have died by now if the rocks around us are starting to erode.
Yeah, that's a long time for that to happen.
She hasn't starved. I guess she hasn't. Even more silent time passes as you watch roots push themselves through the increasingly porous walls of the basement. Dirt seeps inside, flowing across the stone floor like a liquid, covering the ground and threatening to swallow you both. Time continues to pass, and pass, and pass, until suddenly, there are no walls. And then... I think he's gone.
Would you look at that? We made it out of the cabin, and nothing bad had to happen to either of us. So this is the outside world. It's cold.
But you did not get the chance to spawn, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns. Once again.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Of course you're scared. This is the end for you, but it's not the end for me.
What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now.
Yeah.
No, that can't be right. There has to be something more.
Push the mirror. You push the mirror. Gaze in my reflection. Signs as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave. But you need to see what happens. What's in it. You withered. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. And push to the cabin. You're at the cabin. Push her.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
Do you know what happens to the worlds we leave behind?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
Everything you say feels like a riddle. Can you give me a single straight answer?
I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions. The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
Contradiction. Oh.
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
It doesn't matter how many times I go back. At least one of us always hurts and the other one. And the other. Does that change you? Does that make you worse?
It changes me. But it doesn't make me worse. Nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
If anything, it makes me like you more. I don't know what that says about me.
It says that your heart is gentle, that even in the darkness you are guided by compassion.
What do you think about this vessel?
This one is determined, but also cautious. One that would rather let the world move around her than move it herself. She will make for a patient heart. Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
It can be contradictional.
And yet my waters flow and my streets
I don't know
bustle.
what that word means exactly.
There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes. I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and tells me new secrets.
So you don't have any preference on how you change or grow?
The tides do not dictate where they are pulled. A river does not dictate its outlets. My gift to you is to let you choose your path, and my task is to treasure the gifts you bring me.
You know that at the end, once you're finished, I'm gonna kill you, right?
If that remains your choice when all is said and done, then you may try. But know that I do not wish you harm, even if you attempt to destroy me.
How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
We will know when we near our destination.
I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Everything goes dark and I die. Great. I'm gonna end the video here. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. And leave a comment down below expressing your thoughts and your opinions. And yes, thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Goodbye.